This film was supposed to be about getting back out there. And by out there, you'll either know what I mean or you won't. The Barkley Marathons, a trail race like no other. The Yellow Gate. The dark forests. The steep slopes. The prison. The fire tower. Rat Jaw and Big Cove. There's no way to outrun the conditions. This was always going to be my chance to put right the wrongs of 2019 and be ready to give everything, get that external validation that we all seem to seek. Little did I know that 2020 would never be about getting out there, but about going inside. After all, true worth and acceptance can only be sourced from your soul.
It's Monday evening. I've been packing all day. I'm trying to get organised. I leave for Tennessee tomorrow to get out for Barkley, do some training in the park. Actually, maybe do some training. Yeah, my training hasn't been great in the last couple of weeks, as you can imagine. So I'm kind of worried about it. I'm nervous about going out to Tennessee. It's not the best place in the world to... Well, you're pretty isolated in Tennessee, around the park anyway. So I'm staying in Oak Ridge. Get picked up at 6:15 tomorrow morning. And London and Nashville. Then drive from Nashville to Oak Ridge. Hopefully get there tomorrow evening. Not too late. Hopefully my Airbnb is pretty good. Wi-Fi would be a good start this time. A disaster. I had so much work to do. The Wi-Fi didn't. There was no fucking Wi-Fi. And not living in a windowless basement would be nice. So it looks like it's alright. Graham helped me book it, so hopefully get in there and get settled and then get to the park on Wednesday. And then, I don't know, like running's been really tough for me. Just been trying to train again. It's my dad's funeral a couple of days ago, so it's not feeling good. A couple of days on my own. I haven't done very much. Forcing myself to run, it's horrible. Yeah, it's just like I don't want to be on my own or something, or when I'm on my own running, I just get overwhelmed with thoughts and thinking about my dad and everything that's happened over the past few weeks, so it's not been good. So I'm very nervous about going out there and being on my own all that time, but maybe it'll be a good thing. Maybe Frozen Head State Park can help me find myself, or whatever it is people do when they've lost someone they care about. So we'll see. It's snowy outside too. Typical. The snow's not been great here in Shan, but I've had a fair dump today. It's pretty nice. Time to get going. Next stop, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Let's see how long this takes. And then Geneva.
Thank you, Cabin Crew. Boarding complete.
Heathrow Terminal 5 security is the worst in the world.
We found out about
Welcome to Nashville. It's a bit warmer than the Alps. They had a twist up last night. It's only been 1840. We've lost again already. It's only been goddamn car park. Oh, it was so. The last half an hour. I don't know how many times now I fell asleep at the wheel. It's only taking 22:36. Yes. 2019 was my first Barkley experience.
And hell, we even hung your flag already.
Oh no, I saw that. It's nice, thanks.
So you have to finish because you can't quit on the flag.
Being in camp before the race was intense, and I had hoped that all those hours I'd spent in the park would be worth it. I felt strong enough, and I'd studied the maps and every piece of information I could find, but you're always at the mercy of the conditions. How well you can navigate when the visibility is bad, and dealing with the psychological games Laz is such a master at.
Did I think this was a good idea? It's been the most stressful 2 days of my life, potentially.
I've stood on a lot of start lines, but not one so sombre or intimidating. I put so much into the preparation for the race in 2019, but it just didn't work out as planned. It didn't for anyone who started.
Vest, map, notes, socks, shoes, gaiters. The second loop is much easier than the first. There you go.
It's not Laz when I come back.
because you can't see anything, so you don't know how.
The darkness saw the arrival of a storm just at the perfect time for picking off runners one at a time, and I withdrew to camp sometime in the early hours of Saturday morning, alone. But even then, I knew I needed to go back. There's definitely some regret there about maybe that was my opportunity and maybe I blew it. And I absolutely hope I'll be able to go back at some point. I'll keep on trying because I want to get to that point again. Holy fuck! I am going back to Barkley. Fuck yeah. Wow. I don't know what to say. It's the same as last time. Like, last time I got the email when I was in Thailand or something, and as soon as you see it, you're like, close your computer. I can't read that. I don't know. It's kind of scary. It's something I really wanted, but it's a big deal. With that news, I knew I'd have my chance to go back to Frozen Head and face those fears once again. I finished up the last of my training for a race across Portugal and took a lot of confidence from it, having run through 2 nights without sleep, been pushed right to the last checkpoint and dealing with a few challenges along the way, including a tango with some of Portugal's sharpest briars. I trained well through December. Barkley training has started. There's some good weather for it. cold, windy. It's just not wet yet. Chamonix probably isn't the best place in the world in winter to train for a race around a muddy state park in Tennessee. But where there's a will, there's a way. And I hit some decent ascent figures between shorter hill reps on snowy trails and full days doing long laps on skis. Wrong day for the skinny skis. Wrong day. Still, might as well get to the top. Early mornings, evenings, and night time all provided good opportunities to train for a race like Barkley. I saw out 2019 on my own, almost 2020, and welcomed the new year, excited about what was sure to be one of the biggest and best of my life. Well, Happy New Year, folks. Hope you're having a good one, and I hope you have an amazing 2020. I know your dreams come true. In January, I was back in the UK with the Pyllon racing team to run the challenging 530-mile Scottish National Trail from the north of Scotland to the border with England. We finished the event on day 5 in front of some friends and family. And Pinjo. It was the very last time my dad and I hugged each other. The last time I saw him smile. I just wish I'd held on to those moments for much longer. I was almost home in Chamonix when I got the call from my mum that changed me forever. He was the heart and soul of our family. I didn't know what to do next, but I thought if I went back to Barkley, I might be able to make my dad proud. Maybe I hoped I'd be able to connect with him out there in Frozen Head, even for just a moment.